This is week 12 of the NFL season. The Niners, they're coming in from a 2-game winning streak against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are coming in for a victory over the Giants. Both teams ready to go. All right, Tampa, Florida, the side of today's game between the 49ers and the Bucs. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tampa, Florida, where the Bucs are ready to host the 49ers. And for the 49ers, they're on a 2-game winning streak thanks to this quarterback named Nick Mullins. Everybody, well, and nobody actually expected Nick Mullins to be one of the kind, but he did, and he has this target named Kendrick Bourne's 8 catches, 174 yards, and a score 2 weeks ago against the Giants to win the game. And they did, they're actually playing for supremacy right now. I mean, I think that right now, these two teams, they're not even thinking playoffs. They're thinking just about, having a respectable winning record, head out to the playoff season, and continue to build towards the draft. All right, here comes Ryan Fitzpatrick. They call him Fitzmagic. And he's ready to go. He is ready to go. He's going to be the one who's going to determine if they win this football game. And they have been inconsistent on the quarterback position this season, with Fitzmagic starting and then Winston and then Fitzmagic. And here comes Fitzmagic, and Fitzmagic is going to throw the ball, and Fitzmagic got intercepted in the first play of the game. Jarquiski Tard with the pick. That ball was in the air for a while, but Jarquiski Tard looked like a wide receiver there. Well covered. And Jarquiski, he had his eyes on the ball the whole time. Touched the interception. Here goes Mullins. Incomplete. Nick Mullins. That play action is what really hurts offenses, with McMullins coming in and just going with that deep pass. You can see the the season inactives for San Francisco. This is Breida. Breida continues to run, and he picks up 21 yards on the first down. And you're going to talk about, okay, well, the Niners, beat the Raiders and the Giants. Come on. These guys have combined wins of maybe 2 or 3 wins. But San Francisco, they're in that same situation as well. So, they want to know that they could be better than those teams and that pack at the bottom of the pile. And this is Goodwin, and Goodwin is going to dive. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. How good is Nick Mullins playing here for this 49ers? Well, you can see the result right there. You know what I'm saying? You come in here and you're playing now on the road. So let's see. And the kick is up and is good. 7-0 San Francisco. And the touchback. So here comes Ryan Fitzpatrick. He wants to put this team on the board. You know, that he got intercepted on the first throw. Let's see what he can do here. Nice play. That's Mike Evans. And Evans picks up a first down right down the middle. Fitzpatrick connecting to his number one wide receiver, Mike Evans. And that's one of the things the Niners are lacking here is that secondary. They need help. And this season, or this offseason, they will address that situation. 1st and 10. Peyton Barber in the backfield. And he gets the ball. And Barber, wow, what a play there. 8-yard gain on the play. The Niners had the right intention of blitzing there and going all the way inside for the tackle, but Barber just overpowered. And this time, nowhere to go for Barber. Actually, that's not Barber, that's Jock Rogers. And Rogers will lose to him. Fitzpatrick. Man, that's incomplete. Good coverage by the Niner defense. And the punting unit coming in for Tampa Bay. Mullins. Nice play to Kittle, and Kittle will take it to the 36. That's one thing that Mullins likes to do on first down when he starts off the drive. You know, get the play action fake going. And he is just airing the ball out. 1st and 10. And here comes another play action fake. And that's incomplete. Almost a catch. Marquise Goodwin. Niners have made opposition's guess. And Breida will take it to the 42 after a 6-yard gain. Nick Mullins likes what he sees on the field. He can see a lot of things in the field, and he's showing it right here. And Bourne, nice play. He got whacked, but he picks up a first. Right there. Bourne catches the ball, looks at the first down marker, and immediately crosses the first down marker, and that was just enough for him to pick up the first after an 8-yard catch. He has been tremendous the last couple of games. Here comes Breida. And Breida will lose 2 yards. Good job by the Bucs. Second and 12. And Marquise Goodwin will take it to the 44. So the Niners are in Bucs territory again. And George Kittle will pick up the first. Mullins can throw the ball medium, short, and long, and he is doing just that. What a, he is just really impressing me right now. First and 10 coming up. And George Kittle breaks apart, and another big gain to his favorite target for a 20-plus reception Mullins to Kittle. Nice play there, and I mean, you know, you can see the field and the sideline is just really stepping up. First and 10. Niners looking for another touchdown. And this is Breida. And nice play there as Breida got tripped up at the 15-yard line for a gain of 3. And Breida's going to go backwards. She loses 6. $14. And he's going to go to Kittle. About 11 yards, and it'll be 4th down, though. Fourth and 2. Now they're going to go for it. They're not going to go for a field goal. Incomplete, Marquise Goodwin. And the Bucs will take over on downs. Beckwith forces the incomplete. Right there, Goodwin, you know, just had the ball in his hands, and, you know, of course, you could say right now that was a bad decision by the Niners, but this is something that they wanted, knowing that they can, the defense can step up if they don't convert, and let's see what happens. 7-0. And that's Barber. And Barber has an open hole. Turquinski Tark could be the only one who can catch him. And he does, all the way to the 16-yard line. What a run by Peyton Barber. And you can see that they blitz towards the middle, and Barber just cuts to the outside and picks up a huge gain. And another broken tackle, but this one, Turquinski Tark comes in and stops him. Turquinski Tark has 2 tackles, 2 back-to-back tackles against Peyton Barber. And look how he comes across to get him. And this is Chalk Rogers. And Rogers picks up about 2 yards. 3rd and 9. Let's see if the Niners can stop the Bucs here after Barber's long run earlier. Fitzpatrick just back to throw. And a short pass. Incomplete. 4th and 9 coming up. This is Dante Pettis, and Pettis will take it to the 25-yard line. San Francisco on a mini 2-game winning streak, hoping that they could get 3 games in a row here. Breida, nowhere to go. Tampa Bay already getting to the running back, and now losing more yardage there. There comes a little play there. Nice little block downfield, Breida. And Breida has a hole! Matt Breida! And he's gone! Matt Breida, touchdown, San Francisco! But just when you thought that the Bucs were stopping Matt Breida, well, they did not. And that is a touchdown. What a long run there, Breida. His longest run of the season. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. 14-3. And Humphreys will take a knee. Bucs would like to see if Barber can run the ball as effective as he did in the previous drive. And a sack. Malcolm Smith from all people. And it'll be 2nd and 18 after the sack. This is Barber. And actually Rogers, excuse me. Rogers and Barber both are exchanging, runs here and there, but Fitzpatrick has an open guy! Deshaun Jackson! And Jackson will take it to the 29. Well, Deshaun Jackson. He still has legs and he still has the speed. Look at this, a deep threat. It's magic. And Richard Sherman continues to get burned by the opposition. And Barber will take it to the 25 after a gain of 4 yards. Second and 6. Nice play, and to the 7-yard line. Mike Evans.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Fitzpatrick, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And he'll bang that one through.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 1 quarter down, 14-10 the score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get
the hell?
12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Earl Mitchell with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. He's got Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Smith in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. He's down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On play action, they'll throw. Slot, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
No, check, Patrick! And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. He gets them moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on third.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. The strong safety.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a handoff looking right. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He'll drop to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Ooh, with a juke down to the 25. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On 3rd down, it's Barber. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And some space here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gold now out to kick it away. Here's Humphries. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
And can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
And got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Set, ready, ready.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now they try the right side here. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Lucky 56.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll toss it to Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now Fitzpatrick, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Evans has it left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now, and they'll go on the ground. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Buying time to his left.
Oh!
This throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.